Welcome back. Well, today we start a brand new month, which means a brand new Bible verse to learn, new birthdays for the month. So I'm going to do a little shout out. There's a couple of you that I know you're having a birthday in March. So happy birthday, Isaac Chavez. Happy birthday, Raylyn. Happy birthday, sweetheart. And baby Lily, happy birthday. And Julian Juarez. Happy birthday, guys. We love you so much. I hope you feel extra love this month as you celebrate how many years God has kept you alive and healthy this year. Okay, well, we have a new Bible verse as well. I'm going to read it from my Bible here. It comes from Colossians 3:13. And it says, "Put up with one another. Forgive one another if you are holding something against someone. Forgive just as the Lord forgave you." Well, this is perfect because, guys, in today's Bible story, we're going to be learning about this woman who everybody knows about around town. Well, she is the sinner of sinners. Everybody knows her reputation, and it is not good. Well, she is found at the feet of Jesus. She's so passionately understanding how amazing Jesus is. She cries at his feet, and she washes his feet with her tears. And she uses her hair to dry his feet. It sounds a little silly. It sounds awkward. It sounds like if you were in the room, you'd be like, that's weird. But not between her and Jesus. She couldn't get more intimate with him, and just knowing that he was the Messiah and the maker and the creator of all things new. And then just maybe he too would make her life all new. I think it's such a beautiful story, so pay attention in today's video as you learn this and think about how the Pharisees treated her and how they wanted to continue to judge her and not think about how they could be forgiving her and the way they've been treating her and mistreating her. Jesus did not mistreat her, and Jesus gave her dignity. So I hope that you like today's story. Listen to the verse because it matters. It matters in your life and how we're going to treat other people. We're going to be studying that a lot this month, okay? We're not alone. I'm right there with you. The leaders are all there right there with you. So happy birthday to you guys who are celebrating a birthday in March. If I didn't say your name, I'm super, super sorry. Come on Sunday and let me know your birthday so that way I can say it and give a shout out to everybody. Love you guys so much. Enjoy this story.
The story before the story.
Today, we're in Luke, the third book in the New Testament. But before Luke, in the very beginning, out of a deep, deep love, God made an amazing world. But when people turned away from God, the world was broken.
God made a plan to draw people back into relationship. So, at the right time, God sent a tiny baby to be born in the small town of Bethlehem. God's very own son, Jesus. When Jesus grew up, he began to travel from town to town, teaching and healing. And while most people loved him, the religious leaders grumbled.
That Jesus was changing the way they'd always done things. And they didn't like it. One bit.
Which is where our story starts.
Take it away.
Hey everyone! I'm Chloe.
Hi, Chloe.
The religious leaders, some called Pharisees, were keeping a sharp eye on Jesus. They weren't completely sure about him yet. So, one of them, a man named Simon, invited Jesus to have dinner at his house. But even though Simon gave Jesus the honor of inviting him for dinner, Simon left out something important. See, at this time, everyone wore sandals, no socks. And when they walked the city streets, they got whatever was on those streets all over their feet. Use your imagination. Ugh. So, usually, when a guest came to your house, servants would wash their feet right away. As a sign of honor, you might give them a kiss and anoint their head with oil. But Simon didn't do any of this for Jesus. And someone noticed. A woman from town had heard Jesus was going to be at Simon's home. She lived a difficult life and done many wrong things, but she knew that Jesus' love and mercy were greater than her sins. She desperately wanted to see Jesus. So she came to Simon's house and saw where Jesus sat at the table. Now, you've got to understand something about how people sat to eat at this time. Tables were low down, so you actually sat on the floor. In fact, you might even lie down on your side with your head over here by the table and your feet back over here behind you. The woman had bought an expensive container of perfume to pour on Jesus' feet as a sign of love and honor. She must have thought it was terrible that no one had offered to wash his feet and wanted to do it herself. But she didn't have water or a towel. So this woman actually used her own tears to wash Jesus' feet and wipe them with her hair. It seems strange to us, but it was an incredible sign of this woman's love and devotion. After washing Jesus' feet, the woman kissed them. Then she took the perfume she'd bought and poured it out over them. As the strong, sweet smell of perfume filled the room, Simon and the other guests watched the woman. They were shocked by what she was doing. Simon said to himself,
"If this man were a prophet, he would know who was touching him. He would know what kind of woman she is. She is a sinner."
Simon thought this inside his own head, but Jesus knew exactly what Simon was thinking. So he told a story to help Simon understand.
Simon, I have something to tell you.
Tell me, teacher.
2 people owed money to a certain lender. One owed him 500 silver coins. The other owed him 50 silver coins. Neither of them had the money to pay him back, so the lender let them go without paying. Which of them will love him more?
The room was so quiet, you could hear a pin drop. At last, Simon spoke.
I suppose the one who owed him the most money.
You are right. Do you see this woman? I came into your house. You did not give me any water to wash my feet, but she wet my feet with her tears and wiped them with her hair. You did not give me a kiss, but this woman has not stopped kissing my feet since I came in. You did not put any olive oil on my head, but she has poured this perfume on my feet.
Wow! Simon got called out! Simon had invited Jesus out of curiosity, but he hadn't shown him any love or respect.
This woman's many sins have been forgiven. She has shown that she understands this by her great acts of love. But whoever has been forgiven only a little, loves only little. Your sins are forgiven.
Excuse me. Who is this who even forgives sins?
The other guests whispered and exclaimed in shock, but Jesus smiled at the woman with deep love in his eyes.
Your faith has saved you. Go in peace.
The room was filled with religious leaders who were quick to call the woman a sinner. But they didn't look at their own lives. They didn't see their pride and hard hearts needed forgiveness just as much as the things this woman had done. The end.
I gotta be honest, all the feet washing and perfume stuff seems a little bit strange, but she was all in for Jesus.
Exactly. She saw how much she needed Jesus.
All the religious leaders missed it. They thought they had it all together.
They didn't think they needed Jesus or his forgiveness.
So, what's our part in this story?
Jesus made it clear. Everyone needs forgiveness. Not just the guy who robbed a bank or the school bully.
All of us have done things wrong. We've all messed up.
And those wrong things, big and small, have broken our relationship with God. They make us feel far away from God.
We all need forgiveness.
It's why God sent Jesus to be here on earth with us. Jesus showed us how to live. He's the only one who never sinned, and then Jesus laid down his life for us.
When Jesus rose to life again, sin and death were defeated.
When you choose to follow Jesus and ask God for forgiveness, God wipes away the wrong things that you've done. God looks at Jesus' perfect life instead of your sins and says that you don't have to pay for those sins anymore.
That's the most amazing thing ever.
So don't miss this. You've done wrong things. You need to be forgiven.
But because of Jesus, God is ready and willing to forgive you and wipe away the wrong things you've done right this second.
That's amazing.
Enjoy! See you next time!
Bye, Chloe.
So here's the thing. Everyone needs forgiveness.
We've got these exes by our names, been holding grudges and placing blame. keeping a record of wrongs, and it's getting long. Seems like the golden rule has gone